My name is Teacher Mary, your teacher of English. So today we'll be looking at articles. Articles. And just a little joke. I'm sure you've heard people, especially those that attended the University of Nairobi, they brag about something and they say there's only one university and others. So they introduce themselves and say, I attended the University of Nairobi. So today we're going to look at why such people that graduated from the University of Nairobi use the word they and how do you call that word, okay? So we call them articles. So we have two types of articles. We have two types of articles. The first one is the definite article, definite article, okay? And the indefinite article, indefinite article. You have two types of articles. So the definite article is the one that I had just used before, the word they, okay? And the second one, indefinite article, we have a and an, a and an. So dear learner, let's stay tuned and understand how and when we use the definite article they. From the definition or from the word itself, definite, something that is concrete, something that there is no any other than that. No any other than that. Something that you can, it is the only one you can find. So that is why you understand our graduates from the University of Nairobi use the article they. So we'll look at how we use the article they and on what instances we use the article they. So the first one, okay, uses of the article they, uses of article they, okay, uses of the article they. There are those people that pronounce it as the or the, okay. So the first one is you can use it to refer to all kinds of nouns, okay? Be it concrete noun, be it collective noun, be it whatever kind of noun, you can use the article there. So all nouns, we can use the article there, like the committee, the buses, you see, the pens, the pencils. All nouns, you can use the article there. Then the other one is when you're referring to a specific geographical feature that doesn't have any other of its kind on earth. A specific geographical feature, okay? Geographical feature. For example, the Indian Ocean. That's an ocean, isn't it? So you say the Indian Ocean. Because do we have another Indian Ocean? No. Okay. So for example, the moon. The moon, the Indian Ocean. Do you have another Indian Ocean? Okay. Specific things that don't have any of their kind on earth. Then how else can you use the article there? When you're referring to musical instruments. When you're referring to musical instruments. So, for example, you can ask me, do you play the guitar? You're very specific. There are so many musical instruments, but the one that you're interested in, you want to know whether I can play the organ or the guitar or the violin or the viola or the piano, okay, or the drum. So when you're referring to the musical instrument, you will use the article there because you're definite, you're specific, and that is why you use the article there. Then the other one is when you're referring to inventions, okay, technological inventions or any other inventions. For example, if you want to ask, who invented the computer? So whatever that has been invented, that is what you're referring to. inventions as well. Inventions, okay? Who invented running to school? Okay? Who invented the chair? Who invented the methodology of teaching? Who invented the camera? So whatever has been invented, that is what you will use the article the on. Okay? Then the other thing is when both of you, if you're conversing with your friend and you know what you guys are referring to. So when both of you agree or both of you know what you're talking about. Both of you know what you're talking about. For example, you and I can be talking about a girl, a specific girl that you know that wears pink every day. So we'll talk and say, oh, I saw the lady in red or the lady that wears pink every day. So we both know who we are discussing, who we are referring to. So when both of you as the speaker and the friend as the listener know who you're referring to, you will use the article the. You'll use the article the. Then the other one is when you're referring to a specific community, or people from a certain country or a certain ethnic group. Okay, nationalities. So we shall just say nationalities, nationalities, nationalities. So we'll say, do you know the Kenyans have an accent? So you use the article there because you're specifically talking about people, citizens of the origin, the Kenyan origin. Have you interacted with the Britons before? The British, the Britons, have you interacted with them? They, okay? Have you eaten the agikoyo, mokimo? You see, you're very specific because there are very many nationalities, very many communities, very many ethnic groups, but you're referring to one, a specific one, a definite one, and that is why you use the article they. Okay? Then last but not least, superlative. When you're referring to anything in its superior nature. Superlative. Superlative. Yes, I got the spelling right. Superlative. Okay? So I know you know what superlative means. Okay? For example, small, smaller, smallest. Small is the normal. Smaller is the comparative because you're comparing between two things. And superlative is the superior one, meaning it is the largest, it's the biggest, it's the most, extended one. Superlative. So you will use the to refer to that. For example, I'll say Ken is the tallest boy in class. Ken is the tallest boy in class. Okay? Miss Mugo is the best teacher of physics. There's so many teachers that teach physics, but she is the best, and things like that. So you use the superlative nature. So dear learner, let us take one moment, 1 second, just to internalize this as we go to our second article, the indefinite a and an. So now you know why we use and how we use and when we use the definite article they. So you'll understand why the alumni of University of Nairobi like bragging and using the article they. So let's look at the usage of the indefinite one, a and an. A and an. This is very simple because I'm sure this is something that you've learned in primary school way, even when you're in your kindergarten. An apple, a table, a chair. You see, such things. So we're going to look at when do you use the article a and when do you use the article an. Okay? So dear learner, we use the article a, when the word, the noun has a consonant sound. Consonant sound. consonant sound. And I underline the word sound because it is not about the letter. It is not about the letter, but rather it's about the sound. The sound. When you pronounce that word, which is the initial sound that comes out, regardless of how words are spelled. Okay? So when a word, the noun has its initial, the beginning sound is a consonant sound, we automatically use the the article a. Okay? Then we use the article an. We use the article an if the noun has a vowel. If the noun has a vowel sound. If the noun has a vowel sound, guys, can you look? I'm really key on the sound aspect because it's never about the letters. It's about how that word is pronounced. We use an. We use an. For the consonant sound, we use a. For the vowel sound, we use an. An example is just what I've said, an example. You can hear the word example. The initial sound is a. Falls under the vowel sound a. E, O, or what you guys like calling you. But it's open, E, O, R. You can hear an example, an egg, okay? So guys, I want us to try a test together because this really confuses many people. I'll give you words such as year, Evie. I will also give you hour, and I'll give you honor. Such an honor to be your teacher. Did I just give you the answer? Okay, fine. So let's try this together. You can see the word ear. Ear, this one, okay? These are word. But if you look at it, it has the letter Y. It has the letter Y. But when you pronounce it, how will you pronounce it? You'll say ear. So go back to the vowel sounds. E, O, R. Which vowel sound do you hear there? You hear the vowel sound E. So regardless of this word here having a consonant letter, okay, it does not have a consonant sound. Rather, it has a vowel sound. So, which article shall we use? We'll use the article an. And so are the rest of these words. An ear. It will take an ear for you to finish your course. I'll be there in an hour's time. He is an honest person. It's such an honor to be your teacher. And dear learner, it is indeed an honor to be your teacher. And that is the end of our lesson today. I was your teacher, Miss Mary.